And we're back. Time for a quick recap. Patricia, mother of Brandon, insists that Marcus is her baby daddy.
Marcus is no doubt my baby daddy. I ain't no cheater. Brandon has Marcus's genes, and that's the truth.
However, Marcus doesn't seem to agree.
Patricia just wants my money. I ain't paying child support. She's a lying, stealing cheater. And Brandon, he hasn't inherited a single codon from my DNA.
Then there's Dwayne, who swears the kid is actually his. Brandon is my child, and Patricia knows it. As soon as she got pregnant, she started ignoring me. I may be poor, but I would make a great father. So, Patricia, what makes you so sure that Brandon is the father?
Maury, look at Brandon. Do you see those phenotypic traits? Look at his eyes. You're crazy. You know your third uncle twice removed had the same eyes as me.
While we're comparing, let's bring out Dwayne. Maury, this child looks exactly like me. The same nose, the same ears, and look at those cheeks.
Does my baby look mixed to you? No, I didn't think so, because he isn't yours.
He's not even that dark. Skin color isn't just black or white, it's a polygenic trait.
Listen here, Dwayne, I don't need your sorry low.
Alright, there's only one way to settle this. It's time to hear from the lab technicians.
In order to compare results, we took DNA samples from Marcus, Brandon, Patricia, and Dwayne by swabbing their inner cheeks.
We performed a process of biotechnology called gel electrophoresis.
This process separates DNA based on size. The smaller the fragment, the further it will travel. There's a positively charged end and a negatively charged end. DNA is negatively charged, therefore it would go towards the positive end.
The gel, called agarose gel, has small pores that allow the DNA to travel. We turned on the electric current for a few hours and allowed the DNA fragments to travel to the positive end.
To determine the father, we compared the results from Brandon with Marcus and Dwayne. We sent the results back to you, Maury.
In the case of Patricia's son, Brandon, Marcus, you are not the father. I knew it! I knew it! The child is mine!
I knew this couldn't be my child. You're a lying No!
The father is, in fact, Dwayne.
You're a baby mama cheating on me with a scrawny broke boy.
Who are you calling scrawny, you Whoa.
There's no way Marcus isn't the father. I need some proof.
Let's pull the results on the big screen.
I don't know what any of this must be fake.
Let's hear from our lab technicians.
Here we have the DNA of Patricia, Brandon, Marcus, and Dwayne. The fragments are lined up based on how far they travel due to their size, as we explained earlier.
Of course, Brandon has DNA that matches Patricia's.
The father must be Dwayne. There's no way that Brandon could have gotten his DNA from Marcus.
There you have it.
Is that enough evidence for you? Is that enough evidence for you, Patricia? This isn't happening. This can't be true.
Pat, this is good. I'll be the father Brandon deserves. Marcus is a good-for-nothing Neanderthal anyway.
Excuse me, I'm a what? You heard him?
You think you're tough? All right, everyone, this is all we have time for. What type of biotechnology is used to separate DNA particles?
Gel electrophoresis.
What type of gel has pores for DNA to move through?
Agarose.
What charge does DNA particles move to?
Positive.
What do we call physical traits?
Phenotype.
What size DNA particles travel the farthest?
Smaller.